There are currently 2.4 million veterans living in the UK. According to a survey from NHS England, around 60% have found it difficult to ask for help if they're struggling with their mental health.
GP surgeries in England are now being urged to sign up to a new scheme to improve medical care and treatment for those who have served in the armed forces, as our reporter Abby Smitten explains.
I joined the army in January 2000 at the age of 18. Did 2 operational tours of Iraq, and then I left the army in December 2013. There's no kind of training that can mentally prepare you for what you're going to experience, and you don't know how your body and your mind's going to react until you're in that position.
John Lynn served with the Royal Electrical and Mechanical Engineers for 13 years. When he was discharged, he was left struggling with both his physical and mental health.
When I came back, everything that I'd experienced, I kind of marked it up and pushed it away to the back of my mind in a box and said, "Do not open." And that box just sat there for a period of time doing nothing, and then all of a sudden it just kind of exploded out.
It was a difficult time for John and his family. His wife was so concerned she took him to their GP. One of the first questions his doctor asked him was simple. Have you ever served in the military?
Tom, come in. Good to see you.
Hiya, Dr. Simpson.
Come and have a seat, please.
Thank you.
Hampton Surgery in the West Midlands was one of the very first to become veteran-friendly accredited. The accreditation means GP surgeries will log if a patient is a veteran and receive specialist training to help point veterans towards specialist support.
We need to know someone is a veteran, and we need to show an interest in the fact that they've served, and just wonder if their condition could be as related as to their service. This programme will help take work away from GPs, because once they recognise that someone has got a mental health problem, then there's a really good referral pathway that's going to help them.
I don't know what it is. I don't think it's anything malign, but, you know, I'm here, so I might as well get it checked.
Tom served in Afghanistan.
As the Taliban moves in, the West moves out.
When the Taliban returned to power in 2021, he was watching from home and found himself struggling to cope.
What I certainly hadn't realised, and I feel quite naive about it looking back now, but I hadn't realised that seeing these stories in the media about an environment that I'd known and I'd served in and I had some very strong feelings about was surfacing a lot of thoughts and feelings that I hadn't really considered for quite a long time. When I came to the practice and I spoke to my GP about that, you know, he was so quick to realise that that was part of the problem that I was dealing with, but that wasn't something I'd seen for myself.
I didn't feel like I had the right or I could deserve any treatment. When I came back from Iraq, I was healthy. I was lucky, you know. There were people who were far less fortunate than that and were injured and didn't come back in the line of duty.
John's GP surgery immediately offered him specialist support. He was seen by nurse Helen Hurst.
Oh, hi, John. Oh, so good to see you.
Today, they're reuniting for the first time in more than a year.
How are you?
I'm okay. I'm doing okay. I've had some ups and some downs.
I'm proud of the NHS for stepping up and you know, the Veterans Covenant. We've got that whole duty of care towards our armed forces, and you want to make that difference as well to their community. And lives like John, you know, when he tells you the difference it made, I feel honoured that I've been part of that journey with him.
It's not something that I'll ever be kind of cured from. I've just got to manage it, so having the ability to drop back in and get additional support when it's needed is kind of vital for me. It really did save my life. I don't think I would be here now had she not put that work in and that time in, and you know, she didn't know that it was helping me and she didn't know me, but just having someone who thought, you know, we really need to look after our veterans, and you know, the passion that she showed, it made a huge impact on my life.
John Lynn ending that report there by Abby Smitten.